Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to the VUS Learning English podcast. My name is Anna, and I am so happy you are here today. If this is your first time listening, welcome. A big, warm welcome to you. And if you are a returning listener, thank you for coming back. It is always wonderful to have you with us. This podcast is a quiet, happy place. It is a place for you to relax and to learn English in a calm and easy way. Today, we are going to talk about something very important. We will talk about taking a break. But not just any break, we will learn how to take a real brain break. A break that makes you feel happy, strong, and ready to learn. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me today. It means the world to me. Before we begin, I have a small question for you. Where are you listening from today? Are you in India or maybe South Korea? Or perhaps you are in Bangladesh or America? Wherever you are, I am sending you a warm hello. I am happy we can be here together. If you enjoy our time together, please think about following or subscribing to our podcast. It is a very small thing for you, but it helps our podcast grow. It helps us reach more English learners just like you. Thank you. Now, let's begin our journey today. Let's learn about the secret to a happy brain break. I want you to imagine something with me. Picture this. You're working hard, or maybe you're studying English. You're very focused for a long time. You feel a little tired. Your brain has been working. So you lean back in your chair, you take a deep breath. You think, I did a good job. I need a break. And you have earned it. You deserve a small rest. So you decide to take a 5-minute break. What do? You pick up your phone. It feels easy. It feels like a good way to rest. You open an app, maybe Instagram, or maybe Twitter, or maybe TikTok. You start to scroll. You see pictures. You see videos. You read some news. You watch a funny cat video. You smile. You see what your friends are doing. You think, this is just for 5 minutes. But then you look at the clock. Oh, it was not 5 minutes. It was 15 minutes. Or maybe 20 minutes. The time went by so fast. So you put your phone down. You turn back to your work. You turn back to your English lesson. But how do you feel? Do you feel fresh? Do you feel ready to work again? No, you feel worse. You feel more tired than before. Your head feels full. It feels noisy inside your brain. And your motivation, the feeling of wanting to work, is gone. It is smaller now. What happened? Why do you feel this way? You wanted to rest. You wanted to recharge your energy. Instead, you feel like your brain just ran a long race. A race through a world of digital noise. This is because you are taking breaks the wrong way. Yes, there is a right way and a wrong way to take a break. What feels like rest, what feels like a fun, easy distraction, is actually more work for your pure, tired brain. It is like your brain is still working, but you don't know it. This one small mistake, this idea that looking at your phone is rest, this might be the thing that stops you from doing your best work. It stops you from having deep focus. But what if I told you there is a better way? What if I told you there is a special method? A method that science shows us is very, very good for your brain. And it only takes 5 minutes. This method can really, truly help your brain rest. It can help you focus better. It can help you remember things more easily. It can make the tired, foggy feeling in your head go away. So you can go back to your work feeling strong, feeling clear, feeling better than before. In our talk today, we are going to learn all about this. First, we will understand why looking at your phone is not a real break. I will show you why it is one of the worst things for your focus. Then I will teach you a very simple, very powerful system. It is a system that scientists who study the brain love. This system is called the Pomodoro Technique. And the most important part, I will show you 3 special kinds of breaks. 3 types of activities that will really truly recharge your brain. And you only need 5 minutes. By the end of our time together, you will know how to take a good break. A real break. You will have new tools and new ideas. These ideas can change how you work, how you study, how you learn English. Are you ready? Let's begin. Section 1. The Great Deception. Why your breaks are sabotaging your brain. First, let's talk about the enemy. Yes, there is an enemy. The enemy is the fake break. A fake break looks like a break. It feels like a break, but it is not a real break. It is a trick. It is an illusion of rest. An illusion is something that is not real. And this fake break makes you more tired. Who is the biggest enemy? Who is the number 1 fake break? You know the answer. It is your smartphone, your little phone, but it's not just your phone. A fake break can be checking your email. A fake break can be reading the news on your computer. A fake break is any time you look at a lot of information very, very fast. To understand why this is so bad for your brain, we need to talk about something. It has a science name. The name is cognitive load. Cognitive load. That sounds like a big, difficult word. Don't worry, I will make it very simple. Think about your brain like a small table. When you are working, you put things on the table. Maybe you put a book on the table. That is your work. The part of your brain that is working is called your working memory. It holds all the ideas you are thinking about right now. It is like the RAM on a computer. RAM is the computer's memory. If you open one program on your computer, it works well. If you open 2 programs, it is still okay. But what happens if you open 20 programs or 50 programs? Everything becomes slow, so slow. The computer cannot think. Sometimes it stops working. It crashes. Your brain is the same. When you are doing hard work, like writing something important, or studying for a test, or learning new English words, you are putting a big load on your brain. It is like putting many heavy books on your small table. The front part of your brain is working very hard. This part helps you make decisions. It helps you solve problems. It helps you focus. This part of your brain is using a lot of energy. It is like a muscle that is lifting a heavy weight. Now you feel tired. You decide to take a break. And you pick up your phone. Here is what happens inside your brain. Your brain sees a river of information, a fast, fast river. A photo of a friend, a video of a dancing dog, a news story that makes you feel worried, a message from your family, an opinion from a stranger. All of this information is made to do one thing. It is made to grab your attention, to catch your eye. For every new thing you see, your brain must make a tiny decision, a micro decision. Do I look at this or do I keep scrolling? Do I like this picture Or do I ignore it? Do I read the comments? Or do I move on to the next thing? This is not rest. This is your brain changing tasks very, very quickly. It is called task switching. And every time your brain switches its attention, it pays a small price. It uses a little bit of energy. This energy comes from glucose. Glucose is sugar. It is the food for your brain. Your brain needs this glucose for focus, for deep thinking. But when you scroll on your phone, you are burning this precious fuel. You are using up your brain's food on very small, unimportant tasks. It's like you are paying a brain tax, a small tax for every scroll. And there's another problem. The apps on your phone's social media apps are made to be addictive. Addictive means you want to do it again and again. You can't stop. They use a trick. The trick is called a variable reward schedule. That sounds complex. Let me make it simple. Think about a slot machine in a casino. You pull the lever. Sometimes you get nothing. Sometimes you get a little money. And sometimes maybe you win a lot of money. You never know what you will get. It is a surprise. Your brain loves surprises. Scrolling on your phone is just like pulling that lever. Every scroll is a new pull. The next post could be boring. Or the next post could be something wonderful. A like on your photo. A very funny video. A nice comment from a friend. When you get this nice surprise, this reward, your brain releases a chemical. This chemical is called dopamine. Dopamine makes you feel happy just for a moment. It says, "Oh, that was good. Do it again." So you do it again, you scroll again, and again, and again. You're hunting for the next small hit of happiness, the next little reward. So let's think about this. You think you are relaxing. You feel like you are taking a break. But really, your brain is doing two very difficult things. One, it is switching tasks very, very fast. This uses up your energy. Two, it is on a dopamine hunt. This changes your brain chemistry. It makes you want more and more. So while you think you are resting, you are actually making your brain work very hard. Scientists who study cognitive fatigue or brain tiredness, they have found that this kind of activity keeps your brain on high alert. Your brain thinks there is something important happening. It makes it hard for your brain to truly, deeply relax. So what is the result? You finish your break. You put your phone down. And your brain's battery is empty. It is depleted. Your focus is broken into many small pieces. And your willpower, your strength to do hard things is gone. The quiet, calm feeling you need for good work feels very, very far away. So remember this. Scrolling your phone is not a break from work. It is just a different kind of work. A less productive kind of work. A kind of work that makes you tired and distracted. Imagine you just ran a long race. Your legs are very tired. To rest your legs, would you start doing fast squats? Jumping up and down? Of course not. That is silly. That would only make your legs more tired. Scrolling your phone on a break is just like that. It makes no sense for your brain. A real break is not about finding a new thing to look at. A real break is about giving your brain a real rest. It is about making the cognitive load smaller. It is about letting the hard-working parts of your brain go offline. To be quiet for a few minutes. To clean themselves. To organize information. To do that, we need a plan. We need a system. And that system is a beautiful, simple technique, a technique called the Pomodoro Technique. Section 2, the framework for true recharge, unlocking the Pomodoro Technique. We have talked about the enemy, the fake break. Now it is time to meet the hero. The hero of our story is a simple, beautiful framework, a system. This system will change how you think about time. It will change how you think about focus. It is called the Pomodoro Technique. Pomodoro, that is an Italian word. Do you know what it means? It means tomato. Tomato, like the red vegetable. Why is it called the tomato technique? The story is very nice. Many years ago in the late 1980s, there was a university student in Italy. His name was Francesco Cirillo. Francesco was having a hard time. He could not study. He felt overwhelmed. This means he felt like there was too much to do. He was always distracted. He could not focus. One day he felt very frustrated, very upset. He went to his kitchen and he saw a timer, a kitchen timer. The timer was shaped like a tomato, a red pomodoro. He picked up the tomato timer and he made a promise to himself. He said, "I will focus for just 10 minutes. 10 minutes of pure focus. No distractions, nothing else." So he set the little tomato timer for 10 minutes and he started to work. He worked, and then ring. The timer made a sound. The 10 minutes were over. He stopped, and he took a short break. He was surprised. It worked. He felt good. He felt like he had achieved something. So he tried it again and again. After some time, he made the system even better. He found the perfect rhythm. And this is the system we know today. The classic Pomodoro technique. It is 25 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5-minute break. Let me tell you the whole technique. It is so simple. It is beautiful. Step 1. Choose one task to work on. Just one. Maybe your task is read one page of an English book. Or write one email. Just one small task. Step 2. Set a timer for 25 minutes. You can use your phone timer, or a kitchen timer, or a website. Step 3. Work on only that one task for 25 minutes until the timer rings. During this time, you are in a magic bubble of focus. No phone, no email, no distractions. If a different idea comes into your head, like, "Oh, I need to buy milk," just write it down on a piece of paper and then go right back to your task. Step 4. When the timer rings, stop. Put a check mark on a piece of paper, like a little star. You did it. You have completed one Pomodoro, one block of focus. Step 5. Now you must take a break. It is not an option. It is a rule. Take a mandatory 5-minute break. And this must be a real break. We will talk about what to do in this break later. Step 6. After your 5-minute break is over, you start again. Set the timer for another 25 minutes. Step 7. You do this again and again. After you complete 4 Pomodoros, 4 check marks on your paper, you have earned a longer break. A break of 15 to 30 minutes. A real, long, relaxing break. That is the whole system. It is so simple, right? But please, do not think it is too simple to work. It is one of the most popular ways to be productive in the whole world. Why? Because it works with your brain, not against it. It understands your brain's natural rhythm. So why is this 25-minute work, 5-minute break system so good? Science gives us some very good reasons. First, it works with your brain's energy cycles. You know about your body's 24-hour clock, right? It tells you when to sleep and when to wake up. But your body also has shorter clocks. These are about 90 to 120 minutes long. During this cycle, you have a period of high focus and high energy. Then you have a period where your brain needs to rest. If you just keep working and working, and you ignore your brain's signal to rest, you will feel it. You will feel foggy, tired. You can't think clearly. You get easily annoyed. The Pomodoro Technique is smart. It gives you a break before you feel terrible. It is proactive rest. You rest before you're exhausted. It is not reactive burnout. You don't wait until you have no energy left. Second, the Pomodoro Technique is a genius trick for your memory. Our brains are very interesting. They are good at remembering two things. Things from the beginning of a session and things from the end of a session. This is called the primacy and recency effect. Primacy is first, recency is last. Imagine you study for 2 hours, one long block of time. In this long session, you have one beginning and you have one end. A lot of the information in the middle gets lost. Your brain forgets it. Now let's use the Pomodoro Technique for those same 2 hours. You break the 2 hours into 4 Pomodoros, 4 blocks of 25 minutes. Now, how many beginnings and ends do you have? You have 4 beginnings and you have 4 ends. Wow, you just made 4 times more special memory moments for your brain. This helps you remember so much more. It is a very smart way to learn. Third, it makes work feel like a game, and it helps you stop procrastinating. Procrastinating is when you know you should do something, but you do something else instead, like watching TV when you should be studying. Sometimes a big task feels too big. I have to write a 10-page report. It feels impossible, so you don't start. But with Pomodoro, the goal is different. You don't have to write the whole report now. You just have to work on the report for 25 minutes. That feels easy. That feels possible. Anyone can do something for 25 minutes. So you start. And starting is the hardest part. And when the timer rings, you get to put a check mark on your paper. This small action feels good. It is a small victory. It gives you a little boost of motivation. It makes you want to do the next one. But the real secret, the true magic of the Pomodoro Technique, is that 5-minute break. That small mandatory break. This is where the real rest happens. This is where you heal your brain. This is where you undo the damage of the fake break. The question is not if you should take a break, you must. The real question is how. What do you do in those 5 precious minutes? Section 3. The 5-minute fix. 3 pillars of an effective brain break. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the most important part of our talk today. This is the answer. This is the solution. Imagine it. You did your work. You focused for 25 minutes. The timer rings. You have 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. And your phone, it is calling your name. Pick me up just for a minute. This is the important moment, the moment of choice. You must be strong. You must resist the call of the phone. Instead of picking up your phone, you will choose something different. You will choose one of 3 types of activities. Think of these as 3 pillars. 3 strong legs of a table. The table is your real brain break. Pillar number 1, deliberate movement. Pillar number 2, sensory stillness. Pillar number 3, a mindful reset. Movement, stillness, reset. Each one of these helps your brain in a special way. Let's learn about each one. Let's break them down. Pillar 1, deliberate movement. When you sit still for a long time and you focus very hard, 2 things happen in your body. First, the blood in your body slows down. The blood flow to your brain is not as strong. Second, your muscles get tight. Your neck, your shoulders, your back, they feel tense. Deliberate movement is the perfect medicine for this. Deliberate means you do it with a purpose, with intention. The goal is not to do a big exercise. You don't need to run a marathon. The goal is to simply change your body's state, to move, to get your blood flowing again, to send fresh oxygen to your tired brain. Science shows us this is very powerful. When you move your body, your brain releases something amazing. It is a special protein. Scientists call it brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF for short. That is a very long and complex name, so let's give it a nickname. Let's call it Miracle Grow for the brain. Miracle Grow is a food for plants that helps them grow big and strong. This protein is like that for your brain. It helps you grow new brain cells, new neurons. It helps make the connections in your brain stronger. Now, doing a lot of exercise regularly has big long-term benefits. It can even make the memory part of your brain bigger. But every small movement break helps. Each time you move, you give your brain a little bit of this miracle food. You are building a healthier, stronger brain over time. So, what can you do in just 5 minutes? Here are some simple ideas for your deliberate movement break. Idea 1, the power walk. Don't just walk slowly to the kitchen to get water. Walk with energy. Stand up. Feel your feet on the floor and walk around your room. Swing your arms, feel your body moving. Maybe walk a little faster for 1 minute. This is a power walk. Idea 2, targeted stretching. Targeted means you focus on one area. Where do you feel tight? Is it your neck? Gently, slowly roll your head from side to side. Feel the stretch. Is it your shoulders? Clasp your hands behind your back and gently pull them down. Open your chest, breathe. You can also do circles with your wrists and circles with your ankles. This movement sends new feelings, new information to your brain. It helps pull your brain out of its tired state. Idea 3, cross-lateral movements. This is a fun one. It sounds complicated, but it is very easy. It just means a movement that crosses the middle line of your body. For example, stand up. Lift your right hand and touch your left knee. Then lift your left hand and touch your right knee. Right hand, left knee. Left hand, right knee. When you do this, you are making the 2 sides of your brain talk to each other. The left brain and the right brain have to communicate. This improves your whole brain's function. It makes you feel awake and coordinated. You can just march in place like this for 2 minutes. Idea 4, the ultimate brain builder, juggling. This might sound a little crazy, juggling in a 5-minute break. But listen to this. A study at the University of Oxford found something amazing. They found that learning to juggle actually changes the brain. It makes parts of the brain grow. You don't have to be a perfect juggler. The important part is learning. You can get 3 light scarves or 3 soft bean bags and just try. Throw one up, catch it, throw 2. The act of trying, of learning a new skill, is what builds your brain. The most important thing is to do something physical. Stand up. Move your body. Let your brain enjoy the rewards. That was Pillar 1, deliberate movement. Now for the second one. Pillar 2, sensory stillness. This one is the opposite of movement. It is about being still. When you were doing your focused work, your brain was like a camera zoomed in, focused on one very small spot. This is very tiring for the focus muscle in your brain. Sensory stillness is about zooming the camera out, taking a wide-angle picture. It is about giving that focus muscle a rest. It is about shifting your attention. You move your attention from your internal world of thoughts to the external world of your senses, what you see, hear, and feel. Here are some simple ideas for your sensory stillness break. Idea 1. Look out a window. You can use the 20-20-20 rule. The rule is simple. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. This is very good for your eyes, especially if you look at a screen all day. During your 5-minute break, do it for longer. Spend 2 or 3 minutes just looking out a window. If you can see nature, that is the best. Look at a tree. Look at the clouds in the sky. Look at a bird. Don't think hard, just look. Let your eyes relax. This is incredibly calming for your brain. Idea 2, mindful hydration. Hydration means drinking water. Your brain is about 75% water, yes, 75%. If you don't drink enough water, your brain cannot work well. Your focus goes down, your memory gets worse. So on your break, get a glass of water. But don't just drink it quickly. Turn it into a sensory experience, a mindful moment. Hold the cool glass in your hand. Feel the temperature. Look at the water. Then take a small sip. Feel the water in your mouth. Notice the temperature. Feel it going down your throat. You are doing 2 good things at once. You are giving your body the water it needs. And you are practicing a moment of mindfulness. Idea 3, tidy your workspace. This might sound like work, not a break. But it is a very powerful way to reset your mind. A messy desk can make your mind feel messy. A cluttered space can lead to a cluttered mind. Take just 2 or 3 minutes. Put away a few papers, put your pens in a cup. Wipe your desk with a cloth. This gives you a feeling of control, and it gives your brain a clean, fresh space to come back to, a clean slate. Idea 4, listen to one song with your eyes closed. Choose one piece of music. It is best if the music has no words. Instrumental music is great. Lyrics can be distracting. Put on your headphones, close your eyes, and just listen. Don't do anything else. Don't check your phone. Don't tidy your desk. Just listen to the music for 3 or 4 minutes. This uses a different part of your brain. It is not the thinking, analyzing part. It is the feeling, creative part. It is a wonderful way to change your mental channel. Sensory stillness is like a mini vacation for your tired, overstimulated brain. That was pillar 2. Are you ready for the final pillar? Pillar 3, mindful reset. This is our third and final pillar. This is the most direct way to calm your body and your mind, to calm your nervous system. If your brain is a computer with too many windows open, a mindful reset is like pressing the restart button. It helps you quiet the noise in your head. It helps your body move from a state of stress to a state of calm. And what is the fastest way to do this? What is the magic key to tell your body to relax? It is your breath. Your breathing is so powerful. Did you know that your brain uses about 20% of all the oxygen in your body? 20% for such a small organ. When you are stressed or focused, your breathing often becomes short and shallow. You don't get enough oxygen. When you choose to breathe slowly and deeply, you send a powerful signal to your brain. The signal says, everything is okay. You're safe. You can relax now. Here are some simple breathing exercises for your mindful reset break. Idea 1. Box breathing. This is a technique used by Navy SEALs. They are soldiers who need to stay calm in very stressful situations. If it works for them, it can work for us. It is called box breathing because it has 4 equal sides, like a box. It is very simple. You can close your eyes if you like. First, breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second, hold your breath for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third, breathe out through your mouth for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth, hold your breath again for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 1 box. In for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. Hold for 4. Do this for 2 or 3 minutes. It is incredibly good at slowing your heart rate and making you feel calm. Idea 2, the physiological sigh. This is another wonderful technique. It was made popular by a neuroscientist, a brain scientist named Dr. Andrew Huberman. He says this is the body's natural built-in way to release stress. You already do it sometimes without thinking. For example, after you cry. Here's how you do it on purpose. You take 2 quick breaths in through your nose, and then you take 1 long, slow breath out through your mouth. So, 2 sharp inhales through the nose, 1 long, slow exhale through the mouth. Let's try one together. In, and out. What does this do? The 2 inhales help to open up all the tiny air sacs in your lungs. This allows your body to get rid of a lot of carbon dioxide all at once. And this action very quickly calms your body down. You only need to do this 2 or 3 times. You will feel the effect immediately. Idea 3. A simple body scan. This is a classic mindfulness exercise. Sit in a comfortable chair, close your eyes, and bring all of your attention to your feet, just your feet. Don't judge them. Don't try to change anything. Just notice them. How do they feel? Are they warm or cold? Can you feel your socks? Can you feel the floor under your feet? Then slowly move your attention up your body, like a slow, warm light. Move your attention to your ankles, then your lower legs, your knees, your upper legs. Just notice any feelings. Warmth, tingling, pressure. There is no right or wrong feeling. Continue all the way up to the top of your head. This exercise helps to ground you. It takes your attention out of your noisy thoughts and puts it into your physical body. A mindful reset is the best way to stop a stressed and busy brain. So there they are, our 3 pillars of a perfect break. Deliberate movement, sensory stillness, a mindful reset. You don't have to do all of them in one break, just choose one. Maybe on your first break, you do some stretching. On your second break, you look out the window. On your third break, you do some box breathing. By using all 3 pillars, you give your brain a healthy, varied diet of real rest. Section 4. Building the habit. Overcoming guilt. Okay, we have learned the theory. We know what to do. We know why we should do it. But knowing something is one thing. Actually doing it is another thing. It can be hard to change our habits. And one of the biggest problems we face is the feeling of guilt. Have you ever felt this? You are taking a break. You are resting. And a little voice in your head says, you should be working. This is lazy. You are wasting time. This feeling is very common. We live in a world that is obsessed with being busy, a hustle culture. We are told that we should always be working, always grinding, always doing more. This can give us something called time anxiety. Anxiety is a feeling of worry or fear. We are afraid that if we are not working every second, we are falling behind. We are losing. So feeling guilty when you rest is a normal feeling. But it is not a helpful feeling. It is a conditioned response. This means we have learned to feel this way. And if we can learn it, we can also unlearn it. We need to teach our brains a new lesson. The new lesson is this: rest is not the opposite of work. Rest is a part of work, an essential part, a necessary part. Think about a top athlete, a world-class sprinter, a person who runs very, very fast. Do they run all day, every day without stopping? No, of course not. That would be a terrible idea. They would injure themselves. They would burn out. A sprinter's training is a rhythm, a cycle. They do a very intense, explosive sprint. They use all of their energy. And then what do? They rest. They recover completely. They let their muscles heal and grow stronger. It is this cycle of stress and recovery that builds the muscle. It is what makes them great. Your brain is a muscle. It works in the exact same way. Intense focus the sprint, followed by deliberate recovery the rest. That is the secret to high performance. That is the secret to a strong, healthy brain. So how can we build this new habit of real rest? And how can we stop feeling guilty? Here are some simple steps. Number 1, start small. Very, very small. Don't try to change your whole life tomorrow. That is too much. Tomorrow, just try one time. Just commit to one Pomodoro cycle. That's it. 125-minute sprint of focus. Followed by one intentional 5-minute phone-free break. And just see how it feels. Notice the difference. The next day, maybe you can try 2 cycles, and then 3. Small steps. Number 2, schedule your breaks. Treat your breaks like they are very important meetings, because they are. They are meetings with yourself. When that 25-minute timer rings, you must stop. Even if you are in the middle of a sentence. Even if you have a great idea. Stop. This is not negotiable. It is a rule. Honoring the break is what makes the whole system work. It teaches your brain to trust the system. Number 3, remind yourself of the why. When that feeling of guilt comes, when that little voice starts to whisper, talk back to it. Consciously, with purpose, remind yourself of the truth. You can say to yourself, this is not laziness. This is strategic recovery. This 5-minute break is making my next 25 minutes of work better. This break will help me be more focused and more creative. Remember, taking good breaks makes you more productive in the long run, not less. Number 4, have a break menu ready. When you are tired, it is hard to make decisions. If you don't have a plan for your break, it is very easy to just pick up your phone. It is the default option. So make it easy for yourself. Take a piece of paper. Write down a short list of your favorite break activities. Your break menu. Choose 1 or 2 ideas from each of our 3 pillars. Maybe your menu looks like this. Movement. Power walk in the room, neck and shoulder stretches. Stillness. Look out the window at the big tree. Drink a glass of water mindfully. Reset. 3 physiological sighs, 2 minutes of box breathing. Put this list somewhere you can see it, near your computer, on your wall. Now, when the timer rings, you don't have to think. You just look at your menu and choose one thing. It makes it so much easier to make a good choice. And finally, let's be very, very clear. Let's make a promise to ourselves about what we will not do. During your precious 5-minute break, you must avoid these things. These are the break killers. Avoid scrolling social media. It is cognitive junk food. It is not real food for your brain. Avoid checking your email or your messages. This pulls you right back into work mode. It is not a rest. Avoid reading the news. The news is often stressful and full of more information your brain has to process. And avoid starting another small work task. A break is not the time to just quickly reply to one email. No, the goal is a complete change of context, a complete rest. Think of your 5-minute break as a special quiet room for your brain, a sanctuary. Protect it. Protect it with all your heart. For a long time, maybe for many years, you have been stuck in a bad cycle. A vicious cycle. You work until you are tired. Then you take a break with your phone that makes you even more tired. And then you go back to work feeling scattered, foggy, and exhausted. And you wonder, why is this so hard? Why do I feel so bad? Today, you have learned the secret. You have been given the key to break that cycle forever. The solution is not to work harder. It is not to push through the tiredness. The solution is to rest smarter. It is about creating a beautiful rhythm in your day, a rhythm of deep, focused work, and a rhythm of deep, intentional recovery. The Pomodoro Technique gives you the simple map, the framework. And our 3 pillars, movement, stillness, and reset, give you the tools, the toolkit. I want you to imagine your future. Imagine finishing your workday or your study session, and you don't feel drained and exhausted. You feel accomplished. You feel proud. And you still have energy for your life, your family, your hobbies. Imagine sitting down to do a task, and your mind is clear. It is quiet. You have your full, undivided attention. And you are not afraid of feeling tired. Because you know that a real, refreshing, wonderful break is only 25 minutes away. This is not a dream. This is not a fantasy. This is a skill. And like any skill, you can learn it. You can practice it. You can become good at it. So here's my challenge for you, my invitation. The next time you need to work or study, just try it once. Try just 1 Pomodoro. Set a timer for 25 minutes and focus. When the timer rings, stop. Put your phone in another room. And choose one small thing from our break menu. Stand up and stretch for a few minutes. Or take 3 slow, deep breaths. Or just look out the window and watch the world go by. Just for 5 minutes. You will be amazed. You will be so surprised at how different you feel. The clarity and focus you bring back to your next task will be your proof. You will prove to yourself that real rest is not a waste of time. Real rest is the secret to unlocking your time. It is the secret to unlocking your potential. Thank you for listening today, my dear friend. I hope this was helpful for you. Learning a new language is a long journey, and learning how to manage your energy is a big part of that journey. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. You are doing a wonderful job. If you found this guide helpful, please tap the follow or subscribe button. It helps our little community grow, and it means you won't miss our next episode. And now, I would love to hear from you. It always makes my day to read your comments. Which of the 3 pillars are you most excited to try first? Will you try a movement break? Or a sensory stillness break? Or a mindful reset break? Let me know in the comments section. Let's share our ideas and help each other learn to take breaks the right way. Thank you again for your time and your beautiful energy. Keep learning, keep shining. See you next time, my friend.